What's up, guys? J-Mac here, or Jared, as I would rather you call me. Probably no one calls me J-Mac. Don't call me J-Mac. I'm using the Type 95, which is the most OP gun in Call of Duty history, in my opinion. Well, there's a lot of OP guns in Call of Duty. I can't really say that, but anyways, I end up going about 35-6 in this game. Start off 27-0, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. The biggest. I'm really working on getting an MOAB with this gun. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a nuke, but it doesn't in the game. I think it's possible with this gun if you can get in the right spot and play the right guys. Like in this case, I'm playing some of the worst Call of Duty players I've ever played against. Just a few of them are really bad. Some of them are actually decent. I get killed quite a bit after this big kill streak, and that's mostly just because I'm kind of rushing around with a gun that you probably shouldn't rush around with. I'm using the headset to full advantage in this area. There's a lot of areas around here that get heavily trafficked, and right here's an example of why this gun is super OP. Just killed two guys that were both looking at me, and they didn't hit me. So you have to hit someone to kill them. It turns out you can't just shoot. That's kind of a new thing they added this year to Call of Duty. You have to hit people to kill them. I don't know. That's new, I think. Let's get away. You know what? Let's get away from the gameplay for a minute, though. Let's talk about Thanksgiving. Did you guys have a good one? Mine was okay. This is the first year we haven't got to spend it with like the, I don't know what you call it, the bigger group of family, not immediate. This year we had to spend it with the immediate, and that's mostly because of me. That's because I had to close the night before Thanksgiving, and we were closed the night of, and then I had to close today, which is Black Friday, which is so fun. If you didn't already know, I work in the pharmacy. I'm a pharmacy technician, so I count pills and junk, which is just as exciting as it sounds. And for some reason we're open on Black Friday, so who knows? It's gonna be fun. I get to do all that action. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, it's at jmac21, jmac_21 I should say. And if you follow me, then you knew last night I was getting trolled really hard, and that's because I tweeted at OU's fullback. If you didn't know, I live in Oklahoma and we watch OU football, so I follow a bunch of the OU football players, and their fullback tweeted something about, I don't know, I super took it the wrong way, but he was saying something about people taking advantage of Indians and blah blah blah. He said something kind of stupid, so I thought I would retaliate and say something about unfollowing him because he said all of his followers, or some of his followers, were ignorant or something. So I said something about, oh, we're all ignorant. Okay, well I'll unfollow you then, or something, something to that effect. And he retweeted that, and I got trolled by about 100 angry OU fans. A bunch of them had no business trolling me, but I got trolled for a really long time. So don't misconstrue things that people say, because somebody's going to jump on you, and I really didn't want to get trolled last night. I wasn't in the mood for that at all. But it was weird because last night's when I got these gameplays pretty late, and it was weird. Like it put me in a zone after I got trolled like that. It was just like, okay, time for COD. Jump on here and do as much work as I can. But let's get back to the gameplay, because I don't want to talk about me getting trolled all day. I actually recently joined. I guess you could say joined. Yeah, I joined GameBattles.com, and if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like an MLG type competitive, Major League Gaming type competitive, I don't know what you call it, a service? I don't know. They set up tournaments and teams, and there's all kinds of stuff like that, and I joined their little community they have. And so I'm pretty excited about that. Me and my buddy Derek from work are probably going to play some. They have like doubles, which is, 2v2 obviously. And I don't know how good I'll be at doubles. We'll find out, I guess. We're going to try to get involved in, and there's also talks of a team that we might get together. I don't really know how big their teams are, either 4 or 5 or 6, something like that. Try to get some teams together. So if you'd be interested in that, just send me a message on Xbox Live, send me a message on here. If you got my number from the last video, text me. Just get a hold of me, and we'll team up. We'll be buddies, and we'll win games. We'll lose games. We'll go through that whole phase together, and we'll bond like that. And that was weird. Okay, so to get away from that, let's talk about the difference in public games, which is like this, and competitive play. So in public games, well, first of all, there's kill streaks, which this time I was running the Predator Reaper drone, and then the AC-130. Just because I haven't talked about that, I thought I'd mention that. But you don't. I don't think that they're gonna allow any kill streaks. So no kill streaks in competitive play. There's a lot of attachments that are not to be used in competitive play. They're illegal, and if your team uses them, then you'll be disqualified from the game. And a lot of illegal lethal grenades and stuff like that, such as like I don't think you can use claymores. And there's just like a lot of rules that I don't really like. I kind of feel like it takes away from Call of Duty. Like, I'm out here to play the game that I'm good at, and when you take away all these attachments, all these kill streaks, I don't know, I feel like you're taking the power away from us. So I don't think I've mentioned, so I'll go ahead and mention it. I switched to the tactical button layout, which only does one thing, and that's switch your melee from right thumbstick click to B, and from the crouch that was on B will now go to the right thumbstick click, and that makes drop shotting possible. If you don't know what drop shotting is, it's basically when you run around a corner, or I guess just run into some guy, and you drop to the ground basically while you're shooting, and that just makes you a harder target to hit. And I've never been a huge fan of it. Like, I've always felt like it was kind of cowardly. Like, why don't you just stand up, shoot, gun to gun? But if everyone else is going to do it, you probably need to figure it out too, at least just so you have that in your repertoire. And I definitely have that in mind now, which is pretty exciting. It definitely, in competitive play, that's pretty much what you'll see nonstop. So you need to know how to do it. There's definitely a few things that you need to do before you're ready for competitive play, and that's one is get a headset. I'm rolling with some Turtle Beaches right now. I know I've mentioned that before in some videos. I really love them, and they're not necessarily the best out there. They're actually pretty cheap, but they have helped me just tremendously with this game, and it's definitely improved my kill to death ratio, which is not that great, honestly, but I'm not worried about that as much as I'm worried about my win-loss. I like to win games. I'm not that worried about my performance in games. I'm more worried about my team's performance. So I don't know, I guess that just comes back to me playing, maybe that comes back to playing sports and not just being unselfish and just hoping the team wins more than an individual win, because that just because I get a bunch of kills in this game wouldn't matter. If I would have lost this game, I probably would not have used it. Even I've had some tremendous games that I've had a chance to record, but I didn't do it simply because, well, the team lost, and I don't know. I feel like I'm doing a bad job if the team loses, and even if I got that many kills, if the team loses, it's not worth it to me. I wanted to mention the whole video about the wife thing. I got so much support from you guys on that, and not just you guys, but my family and stuff that watches these videos also were supporting me, which is awesome. Like, I have the best family in the world, and I say that a lot, but I feel like it's true. They all just text me and let me know, everything's gonna be all right, and I really appreciated that. That was awesome. I didn't expect that, and you guys were awesome too. I got a lot of support from you guys, which is just great. Anyways, guys, I ended up going, like I said, 35-6 in this video, and I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. I love to do this myself, but if there's no one to watch it, then there's no purpose in me making the video. So thanks for watching, guys, and remember to tell your friends about me if you want. That'd be great. It helps me out, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.